I'm Thomas with Tips for Nurses. Forensic nursing is actually a fairly broad category. I'm going to give you some of the specialties within forensic nursing. Most nurses in my generation that aren't involved in forensic nursing know about SANEs, or sexual assault nurse examiners. Those are nurses who are paid by law enforcement to conduct the forensic medical exam on a person who claims that they were sexually assaulted or a person who's a suspect in a sexual assault. Because law enforcement can pay for the exam, and that's been going on for a few years now. So nurses working in forensic exams were able to get money for that. That was not the case with intimate partner violence exams or elder abuse exams for a long time. That has changed in some jurisdictions. So now nurses can get paid in some places for conducting forensic exams on elders or on persons who claim that they've been abused by their significant other or by a roommate. There's also jail or prison nurses. They're nurses that see the person when they're first arrested, when they get to jail, make sure that they're cleared to be in jail or in prison, a long-term prison setting. They would respond when there's an issue in the prison setting, or they would also take care of basic medical needs in a prison setting, like the prisoners that get older, get sicker, that kind of thing. Also, there are some hospitals that have contracts with like the state prison system, and they have a designated ward in the hospital for prisoners. So sometimes the nurses that work in that ward will be designated as forensic nurses to indicate that they are working with the prison population. There are also nurses who act as expert witness consultants. So especially like in a civil case, medical malpractice, a nurse would look at the evidence, look at the charting, and tell the lawyers if there's a case or not. They would also, some of them will also be available to testify in court as a subject expert. Death investigations is another area. You have nurses in some jurisdictions, some counties, that are death investigators who go to the scene, examine the body, and help with the investigation. If you are interested in public service and you're good at talking to people, you could also be a nurse coroner, an elected position where you're actually elected by the population of the county to be the coroner. And there are at least 7 or 8 examples of that around the country, nurses as coroners. And then, so any topic within nursing that has a potential legal or law enforcement link, you could probably link that in forensic nursing. The key to it is, are you going to get paid for your time to do that, or do you have to do it as a volunteer?